Hi friends, welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, your host, that you cannot see today. Stop sticking to my thumb. So having dry fingers does not help with yarn right now. So today I am actually, there's a hexagon, a hexi cardigan that is made with this almost identical yarn, and the pattern has you basically, if you want to create the same one, like with the striping that they have, to actually color control it and ball up the colors in individual colors, and then you can do the color changing that they have going in their pattern. And so I thought, my husband's not going to be going into work on Friday, so I said, you know what, fine, I will pre-record a video and put it out, and this is what I brought to work on. I was going to ball up this as best I could. I have some of this wrapped around the outside of the cake, so that's why it's being a pain coming out, and I am just balling it up. And I'm going to cut it and put it into this bag as the individual balls after I'm done with them. So, hopefully this is okay and you guys enjoy this a little bit. And I am sitting in my car while my child is at dance, trying to, park where people aren't going to drive by and watch me, because I am what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I am self-aware, or I am shy around other people, I guess, doing it in front of live people, even though I, do these videos and go live. I just have something about it in person. So this is going a lot smoother. I know this has probably got to be boring watching me do this. I'm trying to do it like I watch people do it on, where they're, going a bunch of times this way and then they go this way. Hopefully this is not too dizzying for you. I have to pay attention to the color changes too. Woo! See, and that's another reason I hate balling things up like this, is it slips out of my hand and comes unwound a little bit, and it gets a little annoying. So, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my daughter's dance studio is next to a driving school. So, it's kind of funny to watch these people. Pause, please. Okay, I had to pause because it literally rolled down by my feet, and that was not a pretty sight watching me get that picked up. Anyway, it's just fun to see these people, whether they're new drivers or they are having to I need to put like a box or something underneath me. Jiminy Christmas. Anyway, whether you are a new driver, at 16, 17, whatever age you finally get your driver's license. Some people go till 17 or 18 because they just don't want to get their license right away. Which, you know what? I don't blame them, because 16 is still really young for driving, I think. But hey, it is a step towards independence. So, I have nothing against driving at 16. I'm just saying, I think we could go a couple years and be okay with that. Alright. Where does this color end? This is kind of like a white-ish color, and every once in a while there's a little bit of a splash of the blue in there. This is Lion Brand Mandala Baby in Echo Caves, I think it's what it's called. Or is it Echo Waves? Echo Caves. I should be getting close to the green here. Or this, whatever that light color is, this next color. Looks kind of grayish, like a grayish, maybe green. I don't know. I need to put this further down. Yo, when you see, oh, look, I think I see it right there. Because it's, you know, yeah, I think it ends right in there. It's hard to tell. It's, you know, I don't know, I might pull out my thermal stitch and do my thermal stitch instead of winding for you guys, because I don't know how fun this is. I could do a quick video with my thermal stitch dish, whatchamacallit is what I'm calling it. Not a dishcloth, it's a whatchamacallit, because I don't know what to call it. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I don't know yet. Alright, where did it, right there. Right in there. We'll go with that. Alright, let's see. We'll do one more. How about that? See if I can get, really, right there. Like, why do people drive through right where I'm sitting? I don't understand it. Like, all the places. I just picked the really odd places to sit, I guess. I don't know, I need to stop worrying about it, to be honest. I just can't for some reason. Alright. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I just was watching, I think it was Juan the other day, winding him up, and he just went to town winding. And I'm like, I want to wind like that. But getting these started is kind of a pain. So I'm just kind of going. See, this is my issue, is I just can't get them going right. Alright, we're going to the crochet. Okay, so I'm going to get this wound up until it is not so much hanging out, because I just dropped it, and then we will put it down. Alright, and my tushy is getting a little warm from the car, so I need to turn my heated seats off. Alright, so we're going to put this back in the bag. I'll work on that in a little bit. Alright. Then I am going to pull out my concrete that I'm working with here. It stays together, y'all. This is Peaches and Cream Stripey. You can find this at Walmart. I think it's a few dollars. I can't remember exactly how much. It's under $3. Barely, but it's under $3. Okay, so this is what I've gotten done. It is almost done. I gotta put about 2 more inches or so. Let's see, we're gonna go up a little bit more. There we go. Because now I don't have to be right up, or right up, straight down. So I was trying to explain earlier on my video that when you do the thermal stitch, I'm, you know, quite a ways in, but it's basically the same once you get to like the second and third row. You're going to go into this back loop here, and then you can kind of see this loop right here. So the loop that I leave, that I don't go into, that front loop, that's basically what creates this little ridge on the outside there. So you basically just, you pick up that back loop here, and then you go down here and pick up that loop from down there, which is the leftover front loop, and you just single crochet them together. Why is it doing this through a camera so weird for me? I don't understand. It's not as fast. I definitely go a lot slower. So anyway, this is going to come out on Friday morning because, again, like I said, my husband is taking the day off. So that means he will be home in the morning, and that means no recording in the bedroom. And I don't want to go downstairs and record, so I am pre-recording this. And don't forget that later on today, on Friday, November, let's see, 15th? Yeah, the 15th, because I'm recording this on the 12th. Tomorrow's 13, Thursday's the 14th. Yeah, so Friday the 15th. So later on today, when you see this video at 1 p.m. Central, we should be going live over on myself and Mama Wench, Marianne from Mama Wench, aka Marianne. Her and I, barring anything happens health-wise, we should be going live on her channel. If not, we'll be live on my channel. But alright, I'm gonna unplug my phone and see if that helps. It's saying it's getting too hot. I'm just recording. But apparently being plugged in and going live or recording, it does not like it. I'm like only 10 minutes in. Anyway, I'm concentrating way too hard on this. Maybe this wasn't a great option to bring. Neither one of my things, you know, between the dropping of the wound up balls that I was making and then this, just having to concentrate on where my hook is going in and making sure my stitches aren't, you know, too loose, because I still want them to be, you don't want them to be tight, but you just don't want them to be too loose, because you're making a dense fabric, because it's a double thick fabric, and it is made with cotton, so therefore, you know, you can use it as a hot pad or you know, something with heat. So phew, I gotta turn this seat down. Get a little warm. Not quite cold enough for it to be this hot. But it feels great on the old back. Let me tell you. When you got a back that cramps, or cramps in your back, or whatever, it is very helpful. Alright. So I'm going to chain one and turn my work. I really don't want this to be right here. I want it to be over here. Let's see if I can get it to stay like that. So I'm literally just going and going and going until this is square, which I'm pretty close to it being square. It's about 10 inches wide, so I need to go to about 9 or 10 inches long, I feel, to get it to be, you know, square. So I'm getting close, because last time I measured it, it was around 8. But I can't remember if I've gone any further since that measurement. Come on, there we go. So yeah, this is how you do the thermal stitch. You just single crochet these two together. And my car is shaking because it is so windy outside. Juan's week 4 of his cow that he's hosting right now has dropped today, and I got to start on that on the cow I'm making for myself. I almost brought my other one for my best friend that I'm making so that I could get further along on it, but I brought 2 smaller-ish projects that I thought I could work on and record myself talking while I recorded it. So I did not bring any blankets with me. Oh, there goes the color change. The color changes are quite abrupt on here. It's not really an ombre of any type. It is definitely a stripy yarn. Hence why it's called stripey. Because it literally stripes. If you did it right and, you know, wanted to color pull it and get those stripes to start and stop in certain areas on the edges and whatnot. So excited that I'm getting stuff finished. Once I get these blankets done that I've started, it'll be better because my mind will be less muddled, less like overwhelmed. Because I want to do like Juan says and everybody else, like a lot of people say it, but I've heard it more from him, which is why I mention him all the time. But all the things, I want to do all the things, and you know, I can't do all the things because I'm doing all the things already. So I can't add all the things on top of all the things. All right, now come on. There we go. Like I said, this pattern this thermal stitch almost is a concentrator, but it's more or less hard for me to work through a camera. I don't know why it just throws me off for some reason. It just, like, I can see it, but it's like, I think it's because it's too close to my face. Because I have you guys on my neck mount holder. And so it holds my phone, you know, a whole lot closer than my hands actually are. It's in between, basically, you know, about halfway between my face and my hands. So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to use up my cotton, so that's why I pulled this out, thinking, oh, I'll try this one with the thermal and see how it turns out. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I was telling people this morning, it is not my favorite. I won't be making a ton of these. It may not necessarily be a one and done item, but it's definitely not going to be a too many and done item. Like, I'm not going to do too many of these, but this really does. I mean, there's something to this fabric, and it's got a little bit of a texture to it. So I feel like it could be used as a scrubby, like a dishcloth. But it's definitely thick, as you can see. It is that thick of a fabric, and it can be used as a hot pad. But this one, for as big as it's going to be, it could be used for a large hot pad or like a dishcloth of some sort. That's why I call this the whatchamacallit. The whatchamacallit in the thermal stitch, because honestly, that's what it is. It's whatever you want it to be. It's a whatchamacallit. So I think that's what I'm going to call this, the whatchamacallit. And this first stitch being on the camera like this is tough. I don't know why. Because normally when I was, well, not normally, but when I was working on this earlier without the camera between me and the project, I was able to get quite a ways on a, you know, be able to work fairly quickly down my rows. But for, like I said, it just, I think it's how close it is to my face. It's too close. And then if I try to do this, it's too far away. It's so weird. I don't know. Maybe I need it closer. Maybe that's what it is. It's not close enough. I don't know. Oh, I'm not going to sit here and try and figure it out, though. There's just something about it throws it off. So, anyway, we went to a place called Panda Express for dinner tonight. So we had basically fast food Chinese. I mean, it's, you know, it's definitely not superior when it comes to Chinese food, but you know what? My youngest, who is a very picky eater, will eat there. we discovered many years into parenting him that he loved orange chicken. And if you know orange chicken from Panda, you know it has a little bit of heat to it. But we weren't that surprised by it because he loves my chili. And my chili, it isn't necessarily hot spicy, but it has a little bit of a kick to it, and he loves that stuff. So I think he's definitely going to be one of those people that has a taste for spicy foods. Although, what it is about kids and spicy foods, I don't know. But they hear spicy, hot, and they're like, ooh, no, I can't do that. That's too spicy, or that's too hot. Mine says it's too hot. Like, temperature hot. I'm like, no, dude, it's not the same hot. Like, anyway. But he likes the orange chicken. And so we have been, that's what we get him, and he eats a very full helping of the orange chicken when we go there. We get the bigger plate, and which is a 3 entrees and a side, which you can get like the noodles or the fried rice or rice or the white rice. And so what we do is we get the noodles, the lo mein, and all 3 entrees of orange chicken, because one of the few things that my husband likes from there is the orange chicken. And so they both eat the orange chicken, and then my husband eats some of the lo mein, and then my daughter, all the kids and my husband love the orange chicken. I like orange chicken too, but I always try different stuff when I go there. He shares the lo mein with my daughter, but she has since started getting a bigger meal of her, so then he doesn't have to share his as much anymore with her. But anyway, so what they usually end up doing is they put 2 helpings, the 2 entrees, on the plate itself, and then they give you like a little carton of, we didn't realize that was like a regular thing, because for a while we were, can you make sure you put it in the little container the little to-go container? Because something about it being in that little container, our youngest prefers. And if it's not in there, it's, it's the end of the world. And so, but yeah, they put it in there, and he eats out of that. And then when he gets full, he will fill it up, and he will either eat on it. I hope we grabbed it. I think we did. Anyway, we will take it filled up home, and then sometimes he'll eat on it later when he gets home. But we said we'll save it for lunch tomorrow, and so he will have that for lunch tomorrow. He loves the leftover orange chicken. So, that is what we're going to do with that. Yeah, and it's just funny how we wouldn't go out to eat anywhere because this little turd would just, he was so picky, wouldn't eat anything we offered him. Even, if we enticed him with dessert or whatever. And so it was always just a fight. And so we just said, like, well, I guess you're just going to have to either eat this or go hungry. But in one of those times, we had him try the orange chicken one time. And he kept eating it and kept eating it. And so that's when we started going, this kid likes the orange chicken. And so we started ordering the bigger plate so that way they could get enough chicken for, my husband to get enough of a fill off of it, but also have a little bit left for the youngest to have his fill. Which my youngest eats quite a bit less, obviously. Being a smaller person, can't fit as much. So yeah, anyway, that's what we had for dinner. I had the black pepper steak for mine, because it had mushrooms in it, and I don't know, I was in a mushroom mood, so I wanted the mushrooms mostly. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the steak meat that they have there, so I probably won't get that again. But it wasn't horrible. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end my video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this and all my silliness with winding up the ball and dropping it and all that fun stuff. And then I don't know if this is blurry the whole time for you guys, because I'm trying to keep it where it's clear and be able to do this and see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna finish up this row, and then I will say adieu to you guys, to you, my friends. So let me get these last few handful of stitches here. Now I'm down to a few. And on my boat, I learned that a few is 3 and a couple is 2, obviously, and then anything over 3 is just some. 4 or more. So anyway, that is my whatchamacallit dishcloth hot pad thing. Whatchamacallit. So when I get long enough to get to 10 inches, when I'm going to find out, I have to go watch a video to how to top this off. I think you just slip stitch across in the same manner as you did with the single crochets, but it just tops it off and it rounds the corner, and then you don't have like this little lip right here. And then I will take and go up and do like a chain, blah 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 blah, you know, and make my little loop-de-loop handle thingy that it can be hung from. So it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive, friends, and I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend, and go make something beautiful, and we'll see you on the next one, friends. Bye.